Hey Walking Dead fans, this is going to be a video on the 16-part miniseries from Fear the Walking Dead called Passage. It was released to help promote the third season of Fear the Walking Dead and season 7 of The Walking Dead, and it was the second miniseries that accompanied Fear the Walking Dead along with Flight 462. And I did a video reviewing Flight 462. You can check that out, and the link will be in the description below.
Why are you following me?
I've watched you. You can kill them. I can't.
The synopsis kind of for the Passage is that a survivor agrees to help an injured woman in exchange for an apocalyptic sanctuary. Passage was Emmy nominated as a web series. Passage provides more context of the world around Fear the Walking Dead. We did see some character crossovers from Flight 462. The characters Alex and Jake both made appearances in Fear the Walking Dead. And originally, the showrunner Dave Erickson at the time, he's left and there's a couple of new showrunners now for season 4 of Fear the Walking Dead. But at the time, showrunner Dave Erickson, when season 3 was about to come out and Passage aired in 16 little parts during season 7 of The Walking Dead, it was originally planned to have a character from Passage cross over into Fear the Walking Dead Season 3. So when Madison Clark and her family arrived at the military base near the Mexican-American border, the character, and I'm about to go over and review Passage, but a character from Passage, the boyfriend, was going to be the border guard that Travis and Nick comes across in Season 3, Episode 1. But Dave Erickson said it became a question of scheduling, and it just didn't pan out the way they wanted it to.
How do you know how to get out of here?
You got sub-level access. Sewer tunnels run under us and out.
So if we get past the fence, what
The
then?
tunnels take us south towards the border.
Why'd you leave?
Someone shot me.
I mean, that wouldn't have been a huge thing, but it would have been a nice little tie-in. There'll be links to the other webisodes that I've reviewed in the description below. There'll also be some links where you can go and watch Passage for free. So on to the review. It was a pretty good webisode. It definitely was not my favorite. It could actually be my least favorite, even though it was Emmy nominated and all of this stuff. It was 16 parts and they were really short, so it was hard to actually kind of follow it when it was being shown on AMC. And it seems like part of the point of the show was to say, hey, Mexico's a little safer than America. But as we saw with Fear the Walking Dead, nowhere is really safe. And another link I can throw in the description is a video I did, is the Outbreak Global. So you check that out. But in the webisode, we open up at a military base. It's already been overtaken by the dead, and there's a few dead around, a few dead walking, and we see a person in a hazmat suit. It's hard to see out of the visor, and this is a girl named Sierra. But she notices that there's somebody else running around in the place. So Sierra is this badass survivor that doesn't care to kill walkers. The person that was following her is named Gabby, and she's following her because she noticed she can kill walkers and Gabby can't, and she needs someone to help her, someone to help survive. So getting to a safe place in that little military base, Sierra says there's just nowhere safe left to go, and Gabby says she knows of a place. She has a boyfriend that was a border guard, and he knows of a tunnel leading into Mexico, and Gabby says Mexico's safer. It's a safer place if we can get across the border. We learned that Gabby lost her sister. We learned that Sierra is from LA, and when Gabby tells her about her sister and saying that she couldn't stop them, Sierra takes her knife out and tries to show Gabby how to do it.
Aim for the temple, brainstem, or eye. Anywhere that penetrates the brain. You hit the skull. Blade skips off.
Sierra does tell her that watch out for the skull because the blade could skip off. That seems to be true if you think about it in reality. I've thought it a lot of times before watching the shows. You can agree with me that so many times they go right through the skull with a knife. Now I know the walkers could have deteriorated, you know, they're decomposing, so the skull could get softer, but bones last a long time and stay hard for a long time. So as Gabby and Sierra get to what looks like a construction site right on the border where her boyfriend's supposed to be, there's a chained up zombie that comes at Gabby, and Sierra gives her the knife and says, here's your chance, you know, but then a gunshot, boom, kills the zombie, and it turns out to be Gabby's boyfriend. And that's the character that was supposed to cross over into the actual show, Fear the Walking Dead, Season 3, Episode 1. But of course, the boyfriend puts Gabby down in the hole and doesn't want Sierra to go down there because I guess there's limited supplies. It's kind of like a bunker down there, not just a tunnel to Mexico, but a bunker with supplies. And he's like, you know, we can live down there and survive, but I don't want her to go down there. So he tries to kill Sierra, and there's a big ruckus. Sierra stabs him in the leg. All kinds of things happen. Once Sierra gets into the tunnel, she starts running and trips a wire. A bomb explodes. There's other people in the tunnel, a couple other guys. So in all the commotion, Sierra gets away. Gabby realizes that Colton was never going to come and get her and her sister ended up dying because of all of that. Colton was just going to stay safe down in the bunker, so she pulls a knife on him, and Sierra already kind of told her that, hey, you tried to kill me, you don't need this guy. Colton gets a gun and points it at Gabby. Sierra saves Gabby. Gabby ends up stabbing her boyfriend in the chest, and Gabby and Sierra make it out the other end of the tunnel into Mexico. I mean, there's a lot of little details in there, but that's pretty much the basics of it. And like I say, you can watch it online in several places and for free. So check that out in its entirety. Personally, I definitely liked Flight 462 better, and I definitely liked how it crossed over into Fear. We saw the character Alex play a big role actually in a few episodes of Fear the Walking Dead, and that's probably the one character in the whole series that we don't know the fate of that I wish we would see again. We even saw like the airplane fly over, and Nick looked up at the airplane right before it crashed. Little things like that I think really set off Flight 462 better than this one. You know, and if it crossed over, I think I might like it better if there was some tie-in. But it was just a short and sweet little story. I mean, it was pretty good. It was shot well. I think the actors did okay. And like I say, it was Emmy nominated. So that's always a good plus for the franchise. That's it for this video. Let me know your comments and feelings and views in the discussion below. As always, thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe for more dead stuff.